So let's talk about the issues that are important to them because what I'm hearing from you is that older voters are going to matter and they're going to matter more this election because they're the ones hitting the polls come November. So, what are those big issues that they care about most?
Well, I think if you were to sum it up, it's the economy. Um, we look at politics today, and yes, there are cultural issues that are important to both sides of the political, either side of the political spectrum. Among Republicans in Wisconsin, as in other places, immigration and border security are really high. Among Democrats in Wisconsin, you see issues like threats to democracy, abortion, and reproductive rights being very high. But across the political spectrum, you see issues like the economy, economy, jobs, inflation. I'll throw Social Security in there since we're talking about older voters because that's a big issue for them. All of these issues netted up are bigger than those cultural issues. And so when you look at take voters 65 and older, what I'll call seniors, in Wisconsin, the presidential race is tied. In the Senate race, Tammy Baldwin's up by 2 points. Seniors are a competitive voting bloc that all campaigns need to focus on. So, talking about issues that are economic focused, like Social Security, are really important to get those voters to pay attention to your campaign.
That's a really interesting step. And I had that written down too that voters older than 65 are tied in Wisconsin when it comes to Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Do you think that is because do they have a little more sympathy or understand or give Biden a little bit more of a break when it comes to his age and mental fitness?
Well, I think we've seen in not just Wisconsin, but in other battleground states that we've polled, today's 65 plus voters um, tend to be more liberal than conservative, lean more Democrat than Republican. That differs from what we've seen in elections past. And I don't know if it's necessarily a sympathy factor with Joe Biden more so than a demographic factor. There's only 5 years of baby boomers who are not age 65 and older. These are the people who came politically aware in the late 60s and early 70s. And so they are a little bit more Democrat leaning than voters 65 plus have been in previous elections. So I think their issues are really focused on what's impacting me. So we ask a question in the survey about, are you worried about your personal financial situation? And, the answer is yes, 60% of Wisconsin voters are worried about their personal financial situation. And so when I'm talking about the top issues being inflation, rising prices, the economy and jobs, and Social Security, I think these are the things that are paramount in voters' minds. And I think they are competitive from a political standpoint. If you're talking about those issues and can address those concerns, you're going to have an edge as a candidate.